Once there was a very old, very clever goat. She was late going home one evening, but she saw a cave. "What is the best thing to do?" she thought. "I know the best thing to do is to stay in the cave tonight." And it would have been the best thing to do, but the cave was the den of a fierce lion. The goat smelled him, but it was too late. She saw the lion hiding at the entrance. He was waiting to pounce on her. "Now," she thought, "what is the best thing to do? I must be brave." So she walked right up to the entrance of the cave and shouted, "Lion!" And that was the best thing to do. No creature had ever walked up to the lion like that and shouted at him. He was very, very surprised.
"Who are you? What do you want?"
roared the lion. "I am the great queen of all the goats," she said. "I do not have long to live, and I've promised myself that before I die, I'll eat 100 tigers, 50 elephants, and 25 lions. I've already eaten the 100 tigers and 50 elephants. Now I'm starting on the lions." The lion was scared out of his wits.
"Please, please don't eat me!"
he cried. "I must," replied the goat.
"In that case," said the lion, "please allow me to go to the river to wash myself first."
He thought that if he could only get away from the cave, he might escape. The goat thought that the best thing to do would be to let the lion go. Then she'd have the cave to herself for the night. And it would have been the best thing to do. But the lion met a jackal as he was running away. The jackal had never seen the lion frightened before. So he asked what the problem was.
"It was terrible, terrible!" cried the lion. "This animal came up to my cave. It looked like a goat, but you never saw such eyes. So green, and such large horns, so sharp, and such a long beard, so terribly white. And she was looking for lions to eat."
"Nonsense," replied the jackal. "That sounds like a goat trick. Let's go back to the cave. I think we'll have a good dinner tonight." And the goat smelt them both coming. And then she saw them. And then she saw them. "Now," she thought, "what is the best thing to do? I must be brave." So she walked right outside the cave and shouted, "Oh, jackal, what's this? I asked you to bring me 25 lions. You have only brought me one. I shall have to eat both of you for this." I don't know what the jackal thought when he heard this, but I do know what the lion thought. He thought that the jackal had tried to trick him. He thought that the goat had told the jackal to bring the lion to be eaten. He was very angry. With a roar, he sprang at the jackal, who took to his heels. While one was chasing the other, the goat thought that the best thing to do was to leave the cave and run all the way home. And that was the best thing to do.
Hello children, how are you? Hope you all are safe and fine. Now listen my questions very carefully and answer them correctly. I will tell you 4 options with each question and you have to select the correct answer among them. So are we ready? Question number 1. Why did goat decide to stay in the cave? And the options are: Option A, because it was getting late. Option B, goat was hungry. Option C, goat was afraid of other animals. And option D, goat was waiting for her friend.
Question 2. Why was the lion scared?
And the options are: option A, because the goat was very big. Option B, because the goat said she was going to eat him. Option C, because the cave was dark. And option D, because it was raining. Question 3. Who did the lion meet as he was running away? And the options are: option A, goat, option B, jackal, option C, elephant, and option D, tiger. Question 4. Why did the lion spring at the jackal? And the options are: option A, because he wanted to thank jackal. Option B, because he wanted to run with jackal. Option C, because he thought that the jackal had tricked him and brought him to the goat so that the goat could eat him. And option D, because he thought that jackal has saved his life. Question 5. What did the goat decide to do when she was alone again? And the options are: option A, the goat decided to sleep in the cave. Option B, the goat decided to eat lion. Option C, the goat thought that the best thing to do was to befriend with lion. Option D, the goat thought that the best thing to do was to leave the cave and run all the way home.